How about those special effects? That spaceship flew over, I thought I was getting a brush cut.
That might be an improvement.
So, what'd you think?
I thought it was non-stop, mindless violence.
Everything a movie should be.
Well, I, for one, was quite drawn to the costumes.
Costumes?
Yeah, I found it.
And the emotional landscape painted by the acting was delicious.
Acting, they could have been robots.
They were playing robots. What'd you think?
Well, you know, Ray, I couldn't really hear it.
There was a huge sound, Fraser.
Well, exactly. My ears are somewhat more attuned to the silence of the northern forest.
You're living in a city, Fraser. Come on, adjust.
I'll try.
Look at that. Still at it. I bet you didn't see 5 minutes of the movie.
There's something to be said for young love.
Yeah, it sucks.
I think it's beautiful.
How would you know?
Don't worry, I'll make it.
I agree.
What?
Well, that man, he seems to be taking an undue interest in that young couple.
Well, he's probably a security guard. Takes them for shoplifters.
They don't look like shoplifters, Ray.
Well, he's a security guard, and so that's sort of like a cop. He's got instincts, and, you know, he thinks it's a cover, and they're shoplifting.
You know, I'm a police officer, and I have instincts, and my instincts tell me that they're not in a store and there's nothing to steal.
Good point. Taken.
They're on their way out.
Fraser, car's this way. Fraser.
I believe he's following his instincts.
They're outside, let's go.
See? The guy's gone the other way.
Apparently they were unrelated.
Let's go. It's cold out here.
Ray!
In the car. Let's go.
Leave her alone!
Good work.
Davey! Davey! Davey!
Eloise!
Calm down.
They got Eloise!
That's all right. Get her back.
Eloise what? What's her last name?
I don't know, I just love her!
Beautiful. Okay, you love her, but you don't know her last name. How does that work?
Well, we met at the mall.
When?
Last week.
Last week. Oh, so this is a long-term thing.
Yeah, you think this is funny, man?
No, but it would help if we knew something about her.
Okay, we met at the mall last week. We went out a couple of times, and she was just... Yo, from the first time I met her, man, I knew she was the one. You know what I mean? I knew she was special. It's like no one ever let me feel like that. Never.
Love at first sight.
Romeo and Juliet. Tristan and Isolde.
Abbott and Costello.
He's talking about love at first sight, which does happen. Happened to me.
That's a crock. Lust at first sight, maybe, but love, no, never happens.
I'd have to agree with the lieutenant. What we refer to as love at first sight is actually just a combination of chemical reactions triggered by pheromonal stimulation.
Say what?
It's about how you smell.
Oh, that is so cynical and so wrong. And Fraser, what do you think?
Well, there was a lot happening, and the boy was holding onto the bumper, which partially obscured the license plate, but I do know it was a white 1996 Cadillac four-door sedan, and the first three letters of the plate were HAP.
Okay, well, I'll just go check that out then.
But I do think it happens.
You have any proof of that, Constable?
He was willing to lay down his life for her.
Yeah, I know it sounds like really ridiculous, but she never really talked a lot about herself.
Look, you don't know where she lives. You don't know who her parents are, where she works, or if she goes to school.
Yeah, but I know she was unhappy, man. You know, she never really liked her life much.
Unhappy, is that all she ever talked about?
No, we talked, all right, all the time.
About?
What about us? About the future?
Well, the thing is, you really can't love someone until you know them.
Sure you can. The hard thing is to love them after you know them. Lose the rose
Okay, looks like I got 3 possible matches here, Frisch.
Dentist